on to all of my Pisceans out there. Please make sure to get my book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The link to that is in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. So I actually shuffled up the cards. I'm just going to go ahead and lay them out for you. And the reason why it is I'm going to do that from now on is because it pretty much saves time, right? I've been on YouTube for 7 years. Y'all already know that I'm not anyone that's a cheat or a liar or anything like that. If you think that I am, if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Because at the end of the day, I have to be unique to myself. And this is one of the things that make me stand out. So you're going to have to trust me. So the cards that I come up with are the Justice, the Two of Wands, the Chariot, the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Queen of Cups, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords. The video to why some of these tarot readers have been reading certain cards incorrectly is coming up after this batch of videos. So for you Pisceans, what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing how a lot of you Pisceans right now happen to be in a situation where a lot of y'all may want some good to come into your lives, right? Not necessarily in the form of a person per se, but you want some good luck. And, right, which is what the Justice represents. But the Two of Wands and the Chariot, these two cards are about how, unfortunately, what it is that you've been getting is unfortunate situations right around now. And part of the reason why is because obviously it may just be that time where, you know, you may be going through some things. We all have those times. We have a good, we have a bad. We all have those times, right? It is what it is. But your perception may also be off. And perception, when it comes to your life, is very key, because your perception pretty much helps shift things back and forth, whether they be good to bad, bad to good. It's just a matter of the person. And this is the reason why it is that I say that ultimately y'all are going to have to start doing it yourselves to a certain extent, because I'm basically the messenger. I can help you get through the maze, but it is you that has to practice this. Because if you don't want to practice it, well, then your perception, i.e. the way that your reality is going to continue to get lost and twisted, which is what the Chariot represents. Now, the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands represents how the so you're deciding to walk away from these bad times, right? As you can see, the Five of Pentacles, but the Ten of Wands is you've made this decision, right? And you don't necessarily know what's going to happen to you within the next week. But you know that it's going to be better than what it is that you've experienced. So the Queen of Cups and the Five of Wands represents how this is something where, if that's the case, what's waiting for you, right, is, I'm just be real with you, what's waiting for you is you having to take a serious look at your life. The Queen of Cups can represent mercy, of course, right? Person that cares about you, or I should say a time of where, you know, you get a lot of, you get a break, right? But the Five of Wands can represent, or this can be a time of excruciating pain for a lot of you Pisceans, because it means that you're not paying attention to certain things in which you were supposed to pay attention to, just the direction of where your life is going. So you want to get out of a bad situation, and you most definitely can, but how you choose to control your life is how it's going to end up right around this week. So the Three of Pentacles is about how, you know, you can bring in your friends and stuff like this, But if you try to bring in your friends and try to explain to them what's going on, they may not necessarily even know how to help. So the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords is about how you plan, how you end up getting yourselves out of this situation is the same way that you got yourselves into this situation where, you know, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe your money isn't good, you know, maybe you may want a significant other, having trouble finding a significant other, no matter what it is, because this reading is kind of spread all over the place, right? But you did get a lot of Pentacle cards. No matter what it is, it's saying how you have to ultimately stand straight up, right? Be as powerful as you can possibly be, and just be honest with what it is that you want. The Knight of Swords is that once you're honest about what you want, you have to make a plan as to how you're going to go about getting it. So if you do want a relationship, okay, so you got to understand that unfortunately people don't really go out on dates because most of the time people are just interested in usury now, right? Use people for like free dinners and stuff like this, which I think is completely played out and stuff like that, because you know, if you're so powerful, why can't you just buy yourself dinner? You know what I mean? It's kind of lame to have someone else buy you dinner. It's kind of lame. But you know what I mean? Have someone else buy you dinner under the false pretense of you being interested in them, right? That's kind of lame for anybody to do that. And remember what I said about manipulation. You ultimately screw yourself over. Now, when it comes to finances, because you did get a lot of Pentacle cards, right? I'm seeing how if it is a financial situation, this is where, to be real with you, this is where you need an asset, right? You know, a lot of time, you know, come through to understand my financial courses, stuff like this. $200, like I said, changes your life. Coached somebody back in 2020. I don't know what's going on with that person, but I gave them all my knowledge. Now I have even more knowledge. So come through and get that and check that out. But, you know, if times get hard, this is where it is that you're going to have to learn to kind of manage your money, you know what I mean? And especially know how to invest in assets and stuff like this. So that's all the game that I'm going to give you right now on that. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Wow. The Fool. Three of Wands. Okay, so, I mean, you know, like I said, if it is a love situation, they're gonna come back. You know what I mean? Like, things are down in the dumps for you right now, but they're gonna definitely get better if you hold on and if you address things directly. If you're not, you're just gonna get destroyed. And I'll explain why potentially in another video, right? Because for me, I think that people's egos and ambitions are huge. And it's like, you know, in personal readings, try to explain to people like, look, like, you're trying to force someone to do something that they are not going to do. You need to learn to get over yourself. Now, the Fool and the Three of Wands represents how this is a situation for you where what's going on here is you need to understand that the next step for you is to learn to let these people go and to stop thinking that they've changed. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe.